All right, let's go ahead and clap it up. Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shabarakatah to the Akim, Salaki. Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shabarakatham to the Akim. Yahweh Shamar Alathan, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah to the Akwakim. This priest officer of 1,000, Aisha Allah, holding it down for the ISUPK Eastern Shores Wednesday night law class. Just holding it down till Officer Mazarat gets here. He'll be here shortly. Tonight, you know what I mean? Going to be breaking down the law. You understand? You know, letting people know that, you know, the law is such a significant aspect of serving the Lord. You understand? Serving the Most High. We've been duped into a fantasy and a damn fable where, you know, what the law commands us to do and what the Most High tells us to do is somehow something that's, you know, disposable, something that we shouldn't really give any weight to, when that is not the way that that is not how we come up out of this oppression. That is not how we fix our families. That is not how we fix the Black, Hispanic, and Native American communities, right? The Bible is so full of wisdom and it's so full of information, but the people who have been disseminating this information to us, you know, that's your so-called Christian church, right? Your so-called pastors, your so-called reverends, your damn so-called bishops and deacons, you know, sitting up in the damn Christian church, teaching us a whole bunch of nonsense. There is nothing of value that comes up out of the Christian church. There is nothing beneficial to us. How do I know? Look at the condition of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans under, you know, the damn guidance of the Christian church. Look at our communities in shambles, man. Our communities, goddamn drug-infested neighborhoods. Man can't keep a woman, woman can't keep a man. Families torn apart, children running amok, destroyed. Families destroyed, man, because we don't have any damn wisdom. We don't got no wisdom following behind the church that just tells us to just wish and pray and, you know, just, you know, sing and cry. Listen, I don't know if anybody's paying attention to the news or not, man, but it is high time that we wake the hell up to reality, that there is real work that needs to be done. There's real change that needs to take place. You understand? We're going to get into some, you know, something kind of, you know, very important in my opinion. You understand? And that's talking about, you know, counsel. Counsel. What is counsel? Anybody know what counsel is? Can we Google it? If you're tuning in online, you could go ahead and click the link to go ahead and get your credit for the attendance in this class. You understand? It's towards your 90 days. Get your Hebrew name. Get this good counsel, right? Go ahead.
Advice.
Is what?
Advice.
Is what?
Advice.
Advice, man. Counsel. We need advice. I don't know if y'all understand that or not. The Black, Hispanic, and Native American communities need more advice than a little bit right now. We need answers. We need someone who can tell us what we should and what we shouldn't do. Huh? America pushes this whole tenet of freedom, you know, where everybody's just free to do whatever the hell they want. Christianity pushes the same doctrine that the oppressor pushes. Freedom. You're free to do whatever the hell that voice inside your head tells you to do. You're free to just act on every impulse. And you know, we think that that's going to solve our problems. We think that that's going to fix the issues in the community. That ain't fixing nothing, man. That's furthering the destruction of our families, man. That's furthering the destruction of our nation. Listening to ourselves, listening to the voices in our head, listening to, our stupid friends, listening to people who are only going to tell you what they think you want to hear. People who are only going to tell you smooth words and pacify you with telling you that, everything's just fine. Everybody just loves everybody when listen, damn it, that ain't the truth. It ain't the truth, man. It is not the truth. Your oppressor does not love you, man. Your oppressor could give a damn about you, man. People in the world can give a damn about you. The only place you're going to find any compassion, any type of guidance is in the ISUPK under Command of General Yohana, man, because we follow the Bible. We follow the wisdom and the counsel of the Bible. So if the Bible says we should do something, guess what we do? We do it. The Bible tells us not to do something. Guess what we do? We don't do it. We're going to get this one scripture real fast. Salakia. Salakia, 1 second. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 14. Real quick. I got you 1 second, Officer Maserati. I'm just going to drop this one scripture so people know what I was rambling on about. You understand? You got that, warrior? Go ahead, read that.
Proverbs chapter 11, verse 14.
Go ahead.
Where no counsel is.
Where what is?
Where no counsel.
Where no counsel is, where no advice is, you steady going to your damn stupid friends, asking them what you should and shouldn't do when they're just like you. That they're just as wicked and disgusting and clueless as you are. You steady running to them about what you should and shouldn't do. Listen, that's not counsel. That's not advice, right? Where no advice is, where no counsel is, go ahead.
The people fall.
They what?
Fall.
But they're happy.
Fall.
But they die.
Fall.
But they suffer.
Fall.
They're wrong all the time.
Fall.
They fall, man. You don't get some good counsel if you don't. Listen, here's what I'll tell you about the ISUPK and Command and General Yohana. You got all these fake Israelite groups running around trying to imitate us. But you know where they find themselves at all the damn time? Calling the ISUPK for counsel. They sit in our classes and try to absorb all the wisdom that we have, but they reject the real counsel. They reject the counsel that says we got to come together as one body, like Christ said. We got to be one body. So they know where the wisdom is. They know where the counsel is, but they're too weak and too cowardly to accept it and man up to it. That's counsel. Counsel is something that should be kind of tough to digest. You know, they say the truth hurts, right? The truth hurts. There's a reason why they say that. If the counsel you get from your friends always puts you at damn ease, it always makes you feel better, is that counsel? Yeah, you better be very cautious, man. You better be very cautious. You got good, important decisions. You know, these brothers in the ISUPK, you got issues and problems. You fighting demons. You got to fight those voices in your head that tell you not to go talk to them brothers about these issues, man. You got to go talk to them, man. You got to go speak to one of these priests or officers about something that's plaguing you, some thoughts in your head, some lust or some desire that you know is wicked that you can't get control of. Come talk to somebody. Come get that counsel, because where no counsel is, the people are going to fall. Keep reading.
But in the multitude of counselors.
In the what?
In the multitude of counselors.
In the what?
In the multitude of counselors.
That sounds like the ISUPK to me. You talk about a damn multitude of counselors. Who can't you call in the ISUPK and get honest, true counsel from? Huh? What city are you in? What state are you in where you can't contact the ISUPK and get answers to all your life's problems solved instantly with the truth? The Bible says that ye shall know the truth and the truth shall make you free. The truth ain't going to pacify you. The truth ain't going to sit there and, tell you that everything you're doing wrong is right. That ain't what the truth going to do. The truth is going to set you free, though. The truth is going to help you. The truth is going to fix you. Read that part again.
But in the multitude of counselors.
I mean, I think about Commander General Yohana, man. I think about all the General Mahaiman. Are you kidding me? Captain Tazariak. Catton and Sapari, all of these, the list goes on and on. Who can't you call in the ISUPK and get real wisdom from, real counsel, real advice about whether or not you should sleep with a whore, about whether or not you should smoke crack or get high? Who can't you call? Huh? Some sister thinking about being, going and having sex with some other man when she's married to another brother. Call the ISUPK. We'll give you advice. We'll give you the advice on that. We'll give you the truth. 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be what you want to do. It's not going to be what you want to hear, but 10 times out of 10, it is going to be good for you. It is going to be good counsel. You understand? It says, but in the multitude of counselors, go ahead. There is what? Safety. There is what? Safety. There is what? Safety. Come on, I got to tell you what safety is. Huh? We don't need safety right now. As wicked and disgusting as this place is, we don't need safety. Huh? We don't need safety from our oppressor, Maserat. Huh? Our children don't need safety from predators. Huh? Our wives don't need safety from, people who aim to predatorize and manipulate them into doing very stupid, terrible, counterproductive, destructive things. Huh? Been deceived our sisters being deceived into being being whores, to glorifying whore behavior, man. We need counsel, man. That safety is what we need. We need counsel for our safety's sake. And the only place you're going to find any damn counsel is in the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana, man. And with that, I'm going to pass the class off to Priest Officer Maserat Yahweh. Started the worm.
Got it on. I'm send me outside by the thumb to the Akium. How Shimon thumb by send me outside to the Aquatium. What that brother was bringing out was absolutely happy. You understand me? And in these days, in these times that we live in, we absolutely need guidance and need the ISUPK. You understand me? Because the world we living in right now doesn't want to give you guidance. They just want to let you run around and do your thing. They want to run around and tell you all the wicked things that would hurt you. You understand me? Your family. You understand me? Anyone around you. That it's okay to do it because they don't care if you suffer. You understand me? When you suffer, it's their game. You understand me? You think they don't mind you smoking all those cigarettes, so in the future that you put up their hospitals, right? So that you need their medicine that they're gonna have to sell you. You understand me? They set it up in a crafty way. You understand me? To make it seem like they didn't have nothing to do with it, but it had everything to do with it. You understand me? That's why we absolutely need to separate from these people and get back to this Bible. You understand me? This Bible is the only way the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are going to thrive, are going to function in this society. It's never been about holding hands with everybody and being everyone's friend. You understand me? Wanting all the nations to love you. Because when we seek the love from all the other nations, that's what they do. They open up stores in your neighborhood. You understand me? But when you seek love from all the other nations, they put themselves higher than you. You understand me? They downgrade the struggles. You understand me? And the things that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, natives had to do to even get the little bit of rights. You understand me? That we do receive, and they get those rights that we receive. You understand me? We're gonna get it in this Bible though. We're gonna start at Deuteronomy 7:6. We're gonna start at Deuteronomy 7:6. Let's see what the Lord has to say about us as being all in one with everybody. You understand me? Let's get it, warrior.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. He's saying thou art a holy people. Holy means to be a separate people. When you're a separate people, you're set apart from the other people. You know what I'm saying? When you're a holy people, you don't do the things that other people do. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't matter if the oppressor says it's okay to live a homosexual lifestyle. When you're a holy people, you don't do what they do. when you're a holy people, you don't celebrate their Halloween because they say it's time to throw on a costume. You understand me? And worship. What they call it, Devil's Night. You understand me? Get into all the mischievous things that you can get into, right? Send your kids to all the pedophiles' house on the block. Y'all send y'all kids to those houses, and y'all don't even check the sex offender list first. You don't know how many sex offenders are in that neighborhood that you sent that kid to by themselves, wearing costumes and a mask. You understand me? And that person wearing answering door gonna have a mask on too, right? You ain't gonna know who has your kid. You understand me? You're not gonna understand what is going on. But that's the thing. When you're a wholly separate people, you don't get into the things that the oppressor has us do. Because as you can see, the oppressor's ways are childish. You understand me? The oppressor's ways are dumb. You understand me? The oppressor is a little kid. You understand me? And they wear costumes every day. They wear costumes as a good person. You understand me? They wear costumes as the hero of this world when they are the ones who destroyed every nation of people in this country. You understand me? They're the ones who created nuclear bombs. You understand me? You had to be an evil person. You had to absolutely be the devil that the Bible speaks of to create a nuclear bomb. You understand me? And use it more than once, right? That's a killer. That's a destroyer. That's a deceiver. And then turn around and make it like the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native people are the problem. Like we are the real aggressors, and that has never been the case. But they're so good at putting the wool over people's eyes, we have no choice but to believe it. All right, read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
All right, the Lord thy God has chosen thee, you understand me, to be a special people unto himself. That's why he chose us to be holy and separate, you understand me? And when he says has chosen thee to be special to himself, he's talking about the children of Israel, you understand me? The ones who come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you understand me? Which is a bloodline, which is a lineage, which is not the people that are actually in Israel right now as we speak. You understand me? Those people that are there are not the children of Israel. You understand me? And that's what the people don't realize. You understand me? That's what they want you to believe. And that's why and that's why we absolutely need to separate from this community. I mean, from this country, because they got something going on in the Middle East right now, and they're acting like that is the biggest atrocity that they ever seen. They must have forgot about slavery, right? They must have, the way our family was kidnapped, the way our families was murdered, the way our families was lynched. You understand me? The way our families was drugged on from back of cars. You understand me? The way all of them was fed to alligators. Right, the way that our women were raped, you understand me? Even the men were raped, right? Like the evilest person has been oppressor, you understand me? And what they got going on in the Middle East right now doesn't have anything to do with the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native people, but it do got something to do with the Most High's justice, you understand me? Raining down and getting a lot of people up out that spot that had no business there in the first place. You understand me? They don't have the Most High's protection. But who does have the most high protection is the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Natives. But we don't have that protection when we're not getting to this Bible. You understand? We don't have that protection when we're not being holy, when we're going along with what everyone else is doing. You understand? We don't have that protection when we just want to fit in with all the holidays and celebrate that Thanksgiving that they're going to have us with in a little bit. You understand me? And celebrate the killing of our Native American brothers and sisters and cousins. You understand me? Our family. They get us to celebrate the killing and slaying of our family, and we think everything's okay because we get a little break, we get a little holiday, we get a little time to feel like we are a part of them. You understand me? We're celebrating their holiday, so they accept us. They don't accept us. They never will accept us. You understand me? Read.
Above all people.
Above who?
All people.
Above all people. You understand me? The Most High wanted you to be above all people. You understand me? The Most High didn't want that Arab man have a convenience stores in your neighborhood. You understand me? Selling you all the tobacco, right? Selling you all the malt liquor, all the blunt wraps, right? Selling you all the things that contribute to the destruction of your community. You understand me? He didn't want the Chinese people selling you chicken, fried chicken. Like the Chinese people don't even really eat a lot of fried chicken like that. You understand me? They eat hand foods. You understand me? They eat raw food. They don't even like cooking their food halfway all the way through. But you know what they do know? They know the so-called black Hispanic and Native man like it, right? So they're gonna come open up, they're gonna get that fried chicken and put it right on your block. The Chinese people, the Asian women don't wear those nails, those wigs, right? All those eyelashes that they have in that little beauty store they got, do they? They don't wear those. You know who do wear them? So-called black, Hispanic, and natives, and they know that, so they bring them right to your hood. You understand me? And open up a store, and they're selling it right in your neighborhood because they know the so-called black, Hispanic, and natives are easy lick. You understand? We generate so much wealth that if we would keep it amongst ourselves, we would be all right. You understand? We would not be the lowest in population, the lowest in the community. The reason why we are the lowest in the community, because everything we have, we give to all the other nations. You understand me? Whatever the Asian man is selling, we giving our money to him. Whatever the Arab man got, we giving our money to him. The oppressor, oh Lord, just forget it. You know, we giving all our money to the oppressor. The oppressor has us following things that make no sense. He has us following the money, right? The fast cars, right? We want the Bentleys, we want the Benz, the Beamers, right? That don't mean nothing. We want to get the little Gucci bags, right? We want all the designer fashion, all the things that does the same thing as a pair of jeans from Family Dollar does, right? It doesn't matter where you get them from; they all do the same thing. But we're brainwashed to think that if we can buy these jeans, it costs. A lot of times we want money just because they cost a lot. I mean, we want things just because they cost the most. You understand me? Like, oh, that costs what? Oh no, I don't want that. That ain't worth nothing. But at the end of the day, what is it worth? What is the expensive stuff worth? Nothing. Just another reason for you to spend all your money. The same thing as holidays. It's not worth nothing. It doesn't mean anything. You understand me? It doesn't have any real meaning. But what is real is how them pockets is gonna look after that holiday is over. That's absolutely real. That's gonna be extra real when you got to pay those bills, but you don't know how you're gonna come up with the money to do it. But if you don't think that the oppressor has strategically put that down, you understand me? But if we stick to ourselves as a nation, as the Most High wants to be, above all nations, we would absolutely be above all nations if we were, you understand me, sticking to ourselves as a nation. I don't know.
It's like what you're saying is so heavy. I mean, damn. The oppressor has developed a way to freaking capitalize on this upcoming holiday.
Mm-hmm.
This Halloween, you don't think that they got stock and interest in this, all the candy that gets bought this time? You don't think that they make a come up off of that?
Right.
Here's a more insane one. Pumpkin. When the hell does anyone buy pumpkins ever?
Right, they wouldn't.
They buy pumpkins for this month only.
Mm-hmm.
Pumpkins on sale like crazy. The oppressor has to work. We never sell pumpkins. All year because he done grown a handful of pumpkins. You understand? Like we feed into it, man. We feed into our oppression, man.
Yeah, that's actually heavy. And you know what? I would not be surprised if they planned that out and threw pumpkins in the Halloween, because if you notice, like a little bit after Halloween, all those pumpkins go bad. Like you can't buy no pumpkin in the summertime, I don't think. You know what I mean? All the other holidays, you can't do it.
What the hell is a pumpkin? Like, who eats pumpkin?
Right, no one. You never. Right.
Try to make a pie out of it, but name another dish with pumpkins involved.
Right.
What, pumpkin spice on top of the coffee?
Yeah, right.
What the hell is pumpkin? A whole industry based on a wicked holiday. Costumes and all this madness. You know, they exploit us, man. Our submission to their lifestyle, man. They exploit us for it, man. We become prey to these beasts.
Mm-hmm.
And we just easy picking, man. Because who's telling us not to?
Nobody.
Not to celebrate Halloween. All the damn terrible things about the holiday. Who's telling us not to celebrate it?
No one.
You got it.
Hey, you're absolutely right. And if people think they're not like slaves to the holiday or slaves to the things that's going on, you name me one so-called black, Hispanic, and Native man who buys a pumpkin when it is not October. Ain't the last time you think someone buy a pumpkin when it was not October or November. right? You're not. You're gonna do it because the oppressor told you to do it. You understand me? There ain't one person who's gonna put a Christmas tree in their house. No one. No one's gonna do it. Understand me? You're not gonna eat cranberry sauce throughout the year. You're not gonna do it. You don't do it. Somebody say, "Hey, pick me up some cranberry sauce." When you go to the store, no one says that. You understand me? But we're brainwashed by the oppressor to live his way. If we live our way, the way the Most High wants us to live, it will be so much easier and so much more simple than the simple things that the oppressor has us try to do. You understand me? Let's go to after that. Let me see. We'll go to Ezra 9 and 12. I think that's the one I want. Check it out. Ezra 9 and 12. Get more in this Bible, because you understand me. The ways of our oppressor is crazy. The ways of our oppressor lead us to death. The ways of our oppressor is for nothing. You understand me? You got that for me, warrior?
Ezra chapter 9, verse 12. Now therefore, give not your daughters unto their sons.
Give not your daughters unto their sons. Read.
Neither take their daughters unto your sons.
You need to take their daughters unto your sons. Because you know what happens when you give your daughters unto them, or you you give their daughters unto your sons. You start to pledge the allegiance. Your allegiance to the flag. You understand me? You start to celebrate them holidays, them wicked holidays. What you do is you get away from the Most High and you start worshiping other gods that the Most High never intended for you to worship. You understand me? The Most High is nowhere in this Bible where the Most High says celebrate Christmas. You understand me? There's nowhere in this Bible where the Most High said, now make sure you get you a dry turkey. You understand me? Get your family to gather around it and get it in. It's not there. There's nowhere in this Bible where the Most High said, now get you a costume and knock on random people's door and beg them for candy. It's not in this Bible, but that's what happens when we're giving unto other people. When you're giving your sons to their daughters to your sons, you start to pick up the things that they do. You understand me? It's just something like, if you hang with somebody, you're eventually going to start picking up some of their traits. You understand me? You're going to start picking up some of their characters. But when it comes to this oppressor, you see what happened. We picked up their traits. We picked up their characteristics. We picked up their traits. We wanted to sell drugs. You understand me? And when we did that, we did nothing but destroy our community. You understand me? For generations on generations on generations. You understand me? Like, it was like a never-ending battle. Like, they had a whole war on drugs when it came to the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native people. You understand me? Like, they was locking us up at an astonishing rate. You understand me? We was getting locked up. But nowadays, they have their little drug problem. They call it we had a war on drugs. You know what the oppressor has? They have a opioid epidemic. You understand me? They had a war on drugs that came to us, our grandfathers and grandmothers and all that, getting hooked on crack cocaine and all that. But when they do it, it's an opioid epidemic. You understand me? It's not a war on drugs. It's something that they need help. They need therapy. They need someone to help them. When we had to just get over it. You understand me? We had to just say no. You understand me? I don't want.
They vilified, our fathers for being addicted to drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, they vilified them, made us out to be savages and beasts, and you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
And now they got their specific drug problem, and it's an illness.
Get right.
That requires compassion and
right.
resources, and therapy and treatment.
Yeah.
Not jail.
Not jail.
Not you know what I'm saying? Not police brutality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They need doctors for their addiction.
Right.
It's disgusting. Go ahead.
Yeah, because man, you best believe it. They get treated with care. They get to get to this opioid epidemic, but holding someone's hand. When they had that war on drugs, they was busting in people's houses, beating them down. You understand me? They was macing them. They was sticking dogs on them. They was locking them up for years on years on years. You understand me? Like, we had people in jail for multiple years over drug felonies, over drug charges. The same thing, like pedophiles get less years than drug dealers.
Right.
Understand me now? How wicked is that? That's when you're living in a wicked world. When someone, not saying it's right to sell drugs at all, I'm not saying that. But when someone is just trying to get a little money, trying to, you understand me, do something, how is it that you're giving somebody something they want, but that pedophile is giving you something you don't want? That pedophile is not asking. You understand me? It is not a mutual transaction when it comes to that pedophile. You understand me? But they letting these people out in the streets, you understand me, after a year or two and just put them in a little paper. But why didn't put them on a sex offender list? But we're not checking that sex offender list because we're gonna send our kid to that neighborhood for Halloween in like 2 weeks. You understand me? Next week, one of them weeks, right? We're gonna send our kid right there to that person's house to encounter this person. You understand me? Read.
Nor seek their peace or their wealth forever.
Nor seek their peace or their wealth. Who tried to seek their peace? The great Martin Luther King. It's the great Martin Luther King wanted to seek their peace. He wanted all of their peace. He wanted to love on the oppressor. He wanted to sit in your restaurants. He wanted to just taste a little drop of that water from that water fountain. Oh, he needed it. You understand me? He wanted to sit on the oppressor's nice buses. The buses had to be oh so nice. He just wanted a part of it. He wanted to be down. He wanted to be in it. He wanted to give away his schools so he can sit in yours. So the little black boys and little black girls can hold hands and, you understand me, jump over the rainbow and everything could be great for the rest of our lives. No, like that's the Most High told us never seek peace. Understand me? When you seek peace, you give them a pass for the thing they did to your ancestors. When you seek peace, you're telling them it's okay. The way that you was systemically like oppressed by the system. You understand me? You tell them it's okay that all their forefathers that wrote this Constitution had slaves, were slave owners. You're telling them that it's okay that they used to hang and lynch and rape everyone around. You understand me? When you're seeking peace with them. What we should have did was kept our own. Like we had. We should have just kept our own schools, kept our own grocery stores, kept our own morals and values, which was this Bible. Which what we had, but once we started getting with the oppressor, we forgot those morals and those things that we did when it was just us, and that's why he didn't want us to give his sons to our daughters, the daughters to their sons, because when we joined the oppressor, we started joining all the wicked things that came with it. But he said, "Don't seek their peace, neither seek their wealth." And when we seek their wealth, we out here looking crazy, like. You can see it out here in the world today. Like, we got our rappers acting a damn fool, right? Because they're seeking their wealth. They're doing nothing but putting music into the streets that make the community hate each other even more. You understand me? Like, what other nation of people can make a music about killing their own people and it'd be cool? You understand me? Who other nation? You never heard the oppressor talk about killing other oppressors all the time, and you understand me? You don't hear the Chinese man, the East Indian man talk about slaying their whole block, spitting on all the block, and making and treating their women like absolutely whores. Like, you understand me? Like, our music made it cool to disrespect our women. You understand me? We want to be in the music videos disrespecting our women, like pouring champagne on their head. You understand me? We want to have them with their ass out all in the videos and like degrading them. You understand me? And making it cool to do. You understand me? Like, all sisters ain't hoes and tricks. You understand me? That type stuff that it seeps in your head. You understand? When you're growing up and that's all you hear, you're gonna eventually grow up and believe it. You understand me? You're gonna eventually, you understand me? And that goes on both sides. That goes with the sisters and with the brothers. That's why we have a society that is so messed up like that, because we allowed the oppressor to make us seek their wealth and do what we had to do for their wealth. A lot of people out here just doing whatever it takes to get to a bag. They'll do the dumbest thing just to get money. You understand me? That's why our sisters out here with an OnlyFans page, right? Because they're seeking the oppressor's wealth. You understand me? That's why a lot of brothers out here with years on years on years with their third strike because they were seeking the oppressor's wealth. You understand me? That's why a lot of people is gonna go out for these holidays and they might unalive themselves when they can't support for their family the way that they feel like they should support for their family. Because they're seeking the oppressor's wealth. They're seeking the things that the oppressor wants. They're seeking the things that don't really mean nothing, but we're chasing it for no reason. You understand me? Read.
That ye may be strong.
That you may be strong. And now you can be strong because you're not seeking the oppressor's wealth. You understand me? You're not seeking the love and the peace from the oppressor. The only thing you're seeking is the Most High. You understand me? The only thing you're seeking is these scriptures to guide you through your day. You understand me? Only you're seeking righteous leadership. You understand me? And that's how you become strong. You understand me? You become strong when you're able to not do those drugs. You understand me? You become strong when you're able to manage your household. You understand me? You become strong when you're able to not celebrate the holidays, when you're able to save all that money up. You understand me? You become strong when you're able to actually have morals. You understand me? And be able to look around and be glad that you're not part of that fraction of people who are out here just wilding out. You understand me? Part of the people that are dead are part of the people that are in jail. You understand me? Because that's the only thing that the oppressor's leadership leads you to, is that. You understand me? Following these scriptures leads you to life, man. Following these scriptures leads you to a place that comes with longevity and being able to leave something for your youngins. You understand me? Being able to build your community, being able to build your people up. You understand me? Because you can't build your people up if you're not doing the right thing. Because you had to be doing the right thing for those people to see it work. You understand me? Once they see it work, then everyone can come around and do it because they can just follow your game plan. You understand me? And that's the game plan that the Most High left for us in these scriptures. You understand me? It's the game plan that the Most High left for us in the Bible. You understand me? That's the reason that they sent Christ through here to show that He can. You understand me? Fulfill. You understand me? He didn't come to destroy the laws. He came to fulfill. You understand me? To bring it to completion. You understand me? To carry them out. You understand me? Read.
And eat the good of the land.
Eat the good of the land. Ooh-wee. That sounds good. You got more on that? Or we good?
A few more.
All right, let's do it.
And leave it for an inheritance to your children forever.
Leave it for an inheritance for your children forever. You understand me? That inheritance is these laws, these statutes, and commandments. You understand me? That once you do them, you see it work. You can leave it to your kids to do. You can teach that kid that don't be eating that pork, don't eat that shrimp, don't eat that lobster. You can teach your sons, your daughters, don't put that woman away. You understand me? Don't put that man away. You can leave that to your sons or your daughters, like righteous things that they can actually use in this world, in this life, and actually prosper off of doing them. You understand me? Actually following through. You understand me? By actually seeing that it was a game plan left that only works for the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native people. You understand me? It only works for us. You understand me? Because that's who they was left for. It wasn't left for the so-called Jewish man. It wasn't left for the Arab man. They weren't left for the oppressor. They weren't left for the East Indian man, the Japanese man, the Korean man. They was left for the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native man. You understand me? Read.
Verse 13. And after all that is come upon us for our evil deeds.
We're gonna drop that. We're gonna go to Matthew 13 and 24 after that. We get Matthew 13 and 24. You understand me? All right.
Matthew chapter 13, verse 24. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field.
Are you saying here that the kingdom of heaven is likened to a man who sowed good seed into his field? Good. Read.
Verse 25. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat.
Right.
And went his way.
All right.
Verse 26.
No, you can stop. You can stop there. Hold on. Let me get to it. Now, what he's saying here is like, say at the most high level of these laws, right? And we had righteous men here. You understand me? Like, say you're raising your kid in your household. You leave them with these good morals. You understand me? These good values. But while you sleep, the oppressor gets in there with his little giving your kid that television. You understand me? Giving your kid those things to hear and sow tares. And you understand me? Left room for unrighteousness to seep in there. You understand me? Read.
Verse 26. But when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Verse 27. So the servants of the householder came and said unto him, Sir, didst not thou sow good seed in thy field?
All right, now servants came through and I was like, didn't you teach 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 people that these laws, these statutes, these commandments? You understand me? Read.
From whence then hath it tares?
So why are people here not doing the things that you taught them? You understand me? You told them don't eat shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster. Why they doing it? You told them to love your brother. Why they not doing it? Read.
Verse 28. He said unto them, An enemy hath done this.
The enemy had done that. You understand me? That was the oppressor. The oppressor has done it. He has come through and taught people the total opposite of what the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives were supposed to know when it came to this Bible. You understand me? He told us to go against the Most High. He told us it was okay and it's legal to smoke marijuana. You understand me? He told us it's okay to marry another man. You understand me? He told us it's okay to live a promiscuous lifestyle. Right? The oppressor told us it's cool for our ladies to have a hot girl summer. You understand me? He told, like, what did it say? You only live once, like YOLO. You understand me? They told us it's okay to not care about your brother, but only care about yourself and just get there on your own. You understand me? Lift yourself up by his bootstraps. Oppressor told us it's okay to commit violence to get what you want. You understand me? Our whole life we've been seeing the oppressor commit violent atrocities against our people, and then they turn around and get mad when they see us displaying the same violence that we were brought up seeing, that we were brought up witnessing. You understand me? Like that, a lot of things with the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native community is a lot of trauma. You understand me? A lot of things that they just seen done, or you understand me, witnessed and went through that another nation of people would not understand. You understand me? That's why we have to, you understand me, because we understand each other, so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native people. That's why we have to get together as a people, because we understand that. It's harder for that other nation to see the way we act and understand it. They see it as someone just acting a damn fool. You understand me? Without realizing the factors that got that person to that place while they're acting like a fool. You understand me? There's a reason why that person is acting like that. There's a reason why. You understand me? All the generational things. A lot of people are traumatized. You understand me? And that will happen when you've been traumatized your whole life. When you have to go through the oppression that the oppressor puts you through. When you have to see that cop as an enemy and not as your friend. You understand? When you have to look at the government and not trust it. You understand me? Because you know at the end of the day that they're not here for your best interest. You understand me? The things that they tell you to do is not beneficial to your life. They tell you it will be, but it's absolutely not. It absolutely leads us to destruction. It absolutely leads us to like nothing. Our government been separating our families for years. Like they give our women Section 8 and tell them that they can't have a man in the household. What logical person would tell anyone that if they wanted their family to really run and thrive as it should? Who would take a father out of the household of a woman and a child? Who else is going to be their protector? There is no protector left once you take that man out the household. Like how could you sit there and see the government do that and think they are out for your best interest? They can never be out for your best interest if they're taking away the one protector of the house, right? Just to give that woman some food and a cheap living, you know what I mean? Cheap living situation. Then they put them all together in them projects. You understand me? They got them all together. They go all watch them at once. You understand me? That's not for your best interest. They're out for their own best interest. They know that father is outside that house, that he can sow those bad seeds in your house, in your household. He's allowed to sow those bad seeds. So there's no disciplinary in that household. There is no one there who is gonna say right from wrong, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. You understand me? That mother is not that mother is nourishing. That mother is just gonna nourish whatever, you know what I mean, make you feel better. You understand me? That father's gonna be that disciplinary. Like the brother said earlier, the truth hurts. You understand me? And if it doesn't hurt, you're probably not getting the truth. You understand me? Like if it doesn't make you a little bit uncomfortable, it's probably not the truth. You understand me? If it doesn't require you to change in a major way that you don't want to, it's probably not a good change. You understand me? The same thing our churches. Like we pack these churches. We went up in these churches, but the thing is, the churches don't require us to change. The church will let you remain a drug dealer and stay in there as long as you throw a little something in that plate, in that collection plate. You understand me? The church allows you to remain that wicked person. The church allows you to remain a whore. You understand me? The church allows you to do a little bit of everything as long as you just throw something in that plate. It don't require you to change. And if you don't have to change, what are you even doing? What are you really doing it for if you're not making yourself a better person according to these scriptures, according to how the Most High wants you to become? You understand me? Read.
Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up?
All right, so let's go gather them up. Hold on, Salakia. Shalom, know the question. Shalom, Karal, y'all, but Shalom, Sabakta. Read.
Verse 29. But he said, Nay, lest while ye gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them.
Hold on, we gonna put it. Finish it. Say it again. Sorry about that. Finish it.
Verse 29. But he said, Nay, lest while ye gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them. Verse 30. Let both grow together until the harvest. And in the time of harvest, I will say to the reapers, gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them.
And that's the thing now. He said, let them go together, you understand me? Let the bad grow with the good. But when it's time, when the Most High returns, you understand me, know that he's gonna bind up the people who wasn't doing right, which would be our oppressor, you understand me? The oppressor will get his once it's time, you understand me? He said let them go together right now. Let him rock. Let him do his thing right now. Let him commit all the atrocities. Let him be wicked. Let him do this, let him do that until it is time. Because when it is time, which is the time is coming, the oppressor will get his just dues. It just ain't for us to do. You understand me? It ain't for us to do it on our own. It's for us to get together as a people and separate from their nation and not need them as a nation. You understand me? Because we're never gonna overthrow the government or none of those type situations. You understand me? That's never gonna be us, and we will never get a change that way. Only thing we'll do that way is end up more destroyed. You understand me? Let me get Matthew 5:48. That's all we'll get off of that. That's the only thing that will come of that.
Got it.
All right.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 48. Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect.
Right. And he said, now be therefore ye perfect, as your Father in heaven is perfect. When he's saying perfect, he's saying being perfect by following these laws, these statutes, these commandments. You understand me? That's the way you can be perfect in the Most High's eyes by keeping these laws, these statutes, and commandments, and fulfilling them. You understand me? By doing the things that your Father tells you to do, and do them. You understand me? The oppressor is not your father. You understand me? There's a lot of people. The oppressor is their father. You understand me? We got a lot of so-called Black Spanish natives who don't know that Israelites, who that oppressor is their father. You understand me? The type when you say something about the oppressor, they're wondering, well, what about the oppressor? Why the oppressor can't go to heaven? Why the oppressor? Why God don't know the oppressor? Why Jesus didn't come to save everybody? Because he didn't. You understand me? Because he came to save the so-called black, the so-called Hispanic, and the so-called Native American man. That's who he came for. You understand me? But the we got to listen to what the Most High told us to do, because we're the ones who's judged for it. Like you hear in Deuteronomy, we're the ones who have to suffer the curses. You understand me? Of going against what the Most High told the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native people to do. The oppressor gets to be wicked and be murderers. You understand me? Be thieves. They've been the biggest thief since the beginning of time. You understand me? Be the biggest kidnappers. They kidnapped the whole nation of people, a couple of nations of people. You understand me? But they're able to do that and not seek consequences right away for it. You understand me? We get our consequences just like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like minute race. We're taxed and penalized for the mistakes that we choose to make. You understand me? Out here in these streets. But that's because the Most High is worried about us, and He's not worried about other nations. Like these laws, statutes, commandments, He never gave to another nation. He gave these to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives to follow, to get us out of the captivity that we are in. You understand me? And if you think about it, that's how you get out of this captivity. Because the oppressor is, as much as we think he is, as much as we wait for it to happen, the oppressor is never gonna say, "Hey man, we tired of oppressing y'all. You know what? We've been oppressing y'all so long that come on up out of there. Everybody get all this money. Everybody get all this land." They're not gonna do that. They promised the so-called black, Hispanic, and natives like 40 acres and a mule after a little bit after slavery, and they never got that, and they don't plan on getting it to them. You understand me? But they didn't mind giving the Jewish man, the so-called Jewish man, that they reparations for something that they didn't even do. The Americans not the ones who did the so-called Holocaust to them. You understand me? That was the Germans, right? That was Hitler and them. But they still got compensated for it. You understand me? That's why we can't be thinking we're gonna depend on the oppressor to get us out of this captivity. Only way we're gonna get out of this captivity is if we get back to these laws, these statutes, these commandments. If we start, you understand me, getting back with the Most High and doing the thing and following the roadmap that He laid out for us. Like it makes life like that much more easier. You understand, when you don't have to wonder what you got to do or think about how you got to do. Just follow the map, follow the roadmap. Just listen to the guidance. You understand me? Listen to the righteousness. You understand me? I guarantee you, it makes sense. You understand me? It has been making sense for all these for thousands and thousands of years, and it's still relevant. You understand me? It's gonna stay relevant. You understand me? Let's see what I'm gonna get after that. I'm gonna get Deuteronomy 4:6. Good. Deuteronomy 4:6. All right.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 6. Keep therefore and do them.
Keep therefore and do them. You understand me? Read.
For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
Right. For this is your wisdom and your understanding. Wisdom, it takes time. Like wisdom is not like you read a book today. Wisdom is something that builds over time. Like, you understand me? Like the OG on your block. He would have a lot of wisdom because he's been there, he's done that, he went through a lot of different things. You understand me? He has that white hair wisdom. Not every person with white hair has wisdom, but you know what I mean? Like that knowledge that comes with growing old and being there, doing that, and seeing things. You're able to receive that wisdom without even having to get to the white hair stage. You understand? Because it's been prophesied, it's been through, it's been went through for thousands of years, and they passed that wisdom down to you. You understand me? And that's to be a wisdom in the sight of the other nations that don't get this type of wisdom. They don't get this type of guidance. Their leadership out there is telling them that they have pronouns. Their leadership tells them that they are they and they are them. You understand me? That's what their leadership is telling you. This leadership that comes out this Bible tells you totally opposite things of that. You understand me? It tells you things that will be your wisdom in the sight of other nations. Read.
Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this is a great nation. This great nation is a wise and understanding people.
Who said this nation is a wise and understanding people? Instead of saying this nation is a bunch of thugs, You understand me? Saying this nation is a bunch of addicts. Instead of saying this nation is a bunch of, you know what I mean, sex craved individuals. You understand me? He wanted us to be a wise, understanding people and a great people in the sight of the other nations. The other nations don't see us like that. But you know why? Because we haven't been following the Most High. We've been following the oppressors' rules. You understand? We've been following the oppressors' laws, who have people looking at the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native people like we're not even on the same level as them. You understand me? Looking at us like we are second-class citizens. You understand me? But we follow these laws, these statutes, and commandments. As he said, we will be a great, wise, and understanding people in the sight of the other nations. You understand me? That's all we had on that.
Yes.
All right. With that, Tawab. Okay. All right. We have the Passover coming up, April 20th. We'll be in Durham, North Carolina. You understand me? Be there. The 55th annual. 55th annual Passover. And if you was at the last year when you know, so you should be there. You understand me? Last year when it was off the chain, so I can only imagine what they're gonna do with on this one. I know they're gonna do it even bigger. You understand me? I know it's gonna be even bigger and better than last year. Make sure everybody is there. You know what I mean? Get your hotels and get your money in order right now. Get your hotels lined up. Get your garments together. You understand me? Right. Be fresh. You understand me? Ooh, wait. But yeah, be there. Yeah, I guarantee you, we're not disappoint, and you'll be glad. You'll be mad if you missed it. You understand me? But with that, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah to the Agiyim, Yahweh Shemar Alatham Bahashem Yahushua to the Akwatiyim. With that, we had the ISUPK started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. Since 1969, we're bringing out truth of the Bible, our truth with the so-called black man, so-called Hispanic man, so-called Native man is the true Jew or true Israelite, according to this Bible. You understand me? And the oppressor, the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand me? With that, shalom.